Hey Northwest, thanks for joining me once again this week. So, over the last few weeks, we've touched on a number of things related to current events and sociology. We've talked about racism and politics and staying positive in this difficult time. And so, I want to continue to talk about current events, but once again in relation to sociology. So for this next week, we're going to be talking about the economy. And I've posted a link from Yahoo Finance that shows how the stock market is doing. I know for myself that my investments are starting to improve, but definitely took a major dive there. And a number of, well, a large population of the country saw their retirement fund basically disappear. That all this stuff that they'd been putting into it just drastically dropped, and now it's going back up. And this is in relation to the pandemic and how that has affected everything. Now, for myself, I come from a background in the restaurant industry, and I can't help but think of all of the employees that I used to work with. That a lot of people that were living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of single parents or people that were just trying to make it on their own and be able to get an apartment to move out of their parents' house or to buy a new car or whatever. And now, of course, uh, those servers, waiters, hosts, things like that, there's still a minimal staff at restaurants, but a lot of those people are no longer working uh, because we don't have people coming in and sitting down and eating. So, how does that affect our economy? How does that affect society? How does that affect the individual? Uh, and so, we're going to be exploring that a little bit this week. So, in the assignment, there is a crash course video as well as the link to the Dow Jones stock market. And I've got some questions that I want you to answer. And the last question on there, I really do want a detailed response of just is the what is your prediction about what this is going to do to our country, to our economy, to individuals. And some of you may be experiencing this, that either you've been laid off from work or your parents have, or on furlough, whatever. I know for myself, my wife, she works for the public library, and she's on furlough because the library is closed. And so that has impacts on us as a family. So just explore that idea and really write out a good response. And if you have questions about anything, if you're struggling to come up with some ideas, feel free to reach out. I try to respond as quickly as I can to people's comments. And I look forward to seeing what you got. I've already appreciated reading the various assignments that you've done. And yeah, I'll see you next week.